Robbie, as far as performances go, that was a solid performance, but we got nothing again, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I really believe that was a really solid performance against a really good outfit, a really strong outfit, which come the end of the season will be in the mix. And I thought first half, we dominated the game really. I thought we could have been 1 or 2 up at the break, and we weren't. And I just said to the players, it's so difficult because if we'd have took them chances, it gives you something to hold on to. And to be honest, second half they come out a little bit fiery. We managed to weather the storm really, and I still just said to our players there a little bit, they came into it because we started giving sloppy possession away, which we didn't do in the first half. We were so much more braver, I thought, in the first half. And granted, bodies get tired a little bit, but I just can't. I've been critical of the players at certain times this season, but today I felt really proud because for Toby to come in 16 and make his debut and look like he's played 100 games for the club was a testament to him and his family and how he's been developed through the system. So, it was just, I'm really, and listen, we've come a long way on a Tuesday night and we've lost. But I think when we strip it all back, there was a lot of positives in the game. And I've said to our boys, if we play like that from now till the end of the season, we won't have any issues at all because we didn't deserve that. But ultimately, when a goalkeeper makes a bit of a mistake, it's inevitably, unless it gets cleared off the line, it's normally a goal. And I feel for Ryan, but this is not meant in a way of saying it. It's just not going for us at the minute. And that might be one of the 2 other things that might be happening. But today's just seen it. It's just not going for us. But I've just said to our boys that if we keep playing like that, Pete, I really believe we'll win more games than we'll lose. And that is sort of the recipe for going forward, that we have to implement what we did tonight, because I think you've seen the supporters. There was no real downbeat supporters. Of course, we've lost, but I'm pretty sure if we'd have played like that against Sittingbourne, we'd have won the game.
Absolutely, I don't think anybody would argue with that one.
But we're going to have inconsistencies like we've spoken about. But today, unfortunately for the players, they've set an example of what is required. And people may say, well, you've lost 1-0, but I think anyone who was at the game would say that Bognor did not deserve to lose the game. So there's a lot of positives in tonight. The negative, obviously, losing another game. But like I said, there's a long season to go. And if we play like that, how we play tonight, I've got no qualms and no problems that we'll be okay.
Good to see Tommy Block come on at last, getting over and 1 or 2, and the players that came in. I can't speak highly enough of young Toby Kingswell.
Oh, he was amazing. Firstly, obviously, Tommy, let's not jump ahead of it because we don't know whether he's set. Hopefully, he's okay, because you've seen in the second half he's just a man. He's a man, knows the game, and he makes us stronger in every department he plays at. And Toby, well, I mean, people would ask the question, why you're playing a 16-year-old kid. The reason why is probably because he's good enough. That's good. We let play go to sit this week because that was the thought process in today's game. And a few eyebrows were probably raised. But we have to be in a situation now, Pete, where we're trying to redevelop the team under circumstances that, with other injuries we don't want to go on about. It's now we have to have a changeover of players. And that, whether people, supporters think it's a load of rubbish, it's not. It has to be done that way. And I think the rest of the was a young lad who was on trial. I thought he equipped himself coming. He hasn't even met the boys and coming in and doing a job. Firstly, he was obviously at right back, but we just felt bringing Tommy on, and I think we just looked really strong. And it's just frustrating because the lads didn't deserve that. But there's a lot of positives in that dressing room, and I've said to them, anybody who's down, you'll be fined. But because we've had a lot of criticism, and rightly so, by the way, from supporters, from other people, and I've got no problem with the criticism because that's part and parcel of football. But also with anybody who's come today, and I want to thank the supporters, the hardcore supporters who come week in and week out, see the difficulties we've got at the minute, and I really appreciate the support that all the way through, not just after the game, but all the way through. They were almost the only supporters singing, and that's with having not a really good start to the season. But like I say, if we can play like that and mirror that and replicate that week in and week out, we'll win more games than we'll lose.
Absolutely, and we need to take that forward. We've got next home game coming up, Canby Island. Hopefully we can repeat that for the home supporters that didn't come tonight.
No, absolutely, and every game is never the same. I accept that.
Yeah.
But if your work rate, your aptitude and your application and your dedication is, then you'll be difficult to beat. And too many times this season we've been too soft in certain departments, and we've got what we deserved. Tonight we didn't get what we deserved because we were strong, we were resolute, we defended, we put bodies in lines, people were making first contacts, and there was a, like I say, that's the frustrating side of it, that we haven't got something from the game.
I totally agree. Cheers,
Cheers,
Robbie.
Pete.
Thanks. All the best, mate.